Torgerson in the gun with Wilcox. Play fake. Rolling out right. Under pressure, and he's taken down by Hancock. Right around the 30-yard line. Torgerson never had a prayer. It's 4th down. And Jones Jr. Play fake. Nebrich has some time. Looking across the middle. Over it goes, and Jones Jr. has it at the 15, sliding to the turf. 1st and goal from the 3. Nebrich has a snap. Edmonds getting it left side. He's walking in for the score. Chase Edmonds, his 11th rushing touchdown of the season, and Fordham to within 1 point. It's 7-6. 3 to play in the first. Torgerson under pressure, looking around, and he's sacked in the backfield. Ball's loose. Slate's going into the end zone. Touchdown, Fordham. A scoop and score for Fordham. Hancock knocked it loose, and the Rams are back on top in the Bronx. It's 13-10. 2 wide receivers out right. Torgerson's going to throw. In the middle of the field, tosses in. This one nearly intercepted, and now it is. Williams deflected it, and Levon Williams, his first interception of the year, nearly bobbled out of his hands, but Fordham gets the football right back. Receiver set, 2 out left, 1 to the right. Nebrich, a play fake, looking over the middle, going deep ball down the middle, and this one is caught for a score to Bucky Jones Jr. in the middle of the end zone, 37 yards out. And Fordham extends the lead. It is 20-10. Jones Jr. has more touchdowns this year than he did all of last season. That's his 5th. 2 wide receivers, 1 to each side. Torgerson, plenty of time, looking around. Under pressure and sacked in the backfield. Nick Marino, Brett Biestek gobble him up. And Torgerson slammed outside of the 20-yard line. Wide receivers. Torgerson has it. Under pressure. Hit as he throws. Ball's loose. And Pinkney picks it off. That ball was floated in the air on the far side, and it fell right into the loving arms of Denard Pinkney. Another turnover for Penn. Fordham's getting the football back. Inside Pennsylvania territory. 1st and 10. Play fake for Nebrich. He's going to air it out. Deep left side. Has a man. And this one's caught by Jones Jr. 15-10-5, and there's another score to Bucky Jones Jr. The buck is money, and he's having himself a ball game in the Bronx. 2 to the right. Nebrich takes the snap. Drops straight back with some time. Airs it out over the middle. Ajala's wide open across midfield. He's loose at the 30, the 20. Goodbye, Sam Ajala. Touchdown, Fordham. 80 yards to the house. Nebrich in the gun. Takes the football. Throws out left. Corner of the end zone. Wetzel has it. Touchdown, Fordham. Brian Wetzel wide open in the back of the end zone. And Fordham has opened it up. The Rams continue to pour it on. It is 41-16. Nebrich gets a snap. He's going to fake the throw right to the middle of the end zone. Brett Biestek, he gets a foot in, and he's got it for the 2-point score.
Call him J.J. Watt.
Are you kidding me? Brett Biestek reaches high above his helmet, plucks it out of the sky, and then drags the toe in the back of the end zone. Fordham up 43-16. It's all going for the maroon and white. Playing the third. Nebrich gets the football. He's going to play fake. Rolling out right. Has a man in the end zone. Marcus Jones, touchdown. Marcus Jones from 5 yards out. And Fordham is just piling it on today. 49-22. 7:47 remains in the third. Right towards Keating. Nebrich gets the football. Looking left. Throws. Dan Light wide open at the 5. Towards the corner at the pylon. And he's in for the score. Dan Light from 9 yards out. 56-22 Fordham. Everybody is getting involved here today. Go in. 2nd down and goal from the 10. Under pressure, Torgerson. He's going to run across the 10. Has the ball stripped, and Fordham has it. Ian Williams towing the right sideline. Wetzel the hold. Miranda boots it up and right through the uprights. The cherry on top here at Jack Coffey Field. 2:08 to play. 60-22 Fordham. This one is all but over, folks.
Coach, what do you say about your offense? I mean, there's so much to compliment from what they did out there today. Where do you start?
I think with the players and their preparation. I think for the past 5 weeks, these kids have really taken it upon themselves to understand that how we prepare during the week will give us the opportunity to earn the right to come out and play with great effort and execution. So I think our practice habits have been very, very good over the past 5 weeks. And when you come out and you're able to establish a line of scrimmage with a run, and your offensive line's pass protecting, and you have the ability to run the ball and pass the ball with equal effectiveness, and you have a multitude of weapons to spread the ball around to, and someone who can get it to them, it makes you difficult to defend.
Mike, you seem to really get going after that penalty was called, the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, came to the sidelines, you were upset, and I think you completed 4 passes in a row, 2 of those touchdowns right after. How much was that motivation for you to get this going?
Well, obviously I start every game trying to get it going, but we had some things go wrong those first couple drives. Obviously that first drive we had the bad snap, but I just with our offense, anytime we start sputtering a little bit, my job is to get us going. So after that penalty, I just said, hey, it's time to start getting things rolling here. And I think that's exactly what we did offensively. We really responded well to it.
Chase, first freshman in Fordham history to rush for over 1,000 yards. You do it still at a pretty early point in the season. Coming in, did you think you could have this type of an impact?
Coming in, I came in ambitious. So, I worked my butt off. I came here competing with the mindset to compete for the starting spot now. Whether, 1,000 yards was my goal or not, I just wanted to contribute to the team as best as I could. So anything positive that I get, I just take it as a blessing. So.
Joe, you talked after the first game about, from day one, Chase conducting himself as kind of like a fifth-year senior. So you saw something early on special, not just in his ability, but what you saw as kind of the whole individual.
Yeah, he's an old soul. He's just. Guys that can combine the athletic ability and football skills that he has with the intangibles and the work ethic and the practice preparation. And, we named him as one of the offensive game captain for this week, and everything he's gotten, he's earned, and it's not. He's done a fantastic job with his preparation. He does a great job in practice, and practice is hard. And when it comes to game, there's no reason. It's not a surprise why he's having the success that he has.
Coach, your defense made several plays that seemed to kind of really energize the team, especially down in the red zone. Were you happy with the way they played today?
Yeah, defensively, I thought we made some, momentum-changing plays in the first half, particularly the sack fumble. It was returned for a touchdown because we really hadn't got it rolling offensively at that point. And I know we do feed off of each other, and we can make a play on one side of the ball, the special teams and defense, or offense and defense feed off of that. But that was certainly a catalyst for our success in the first half. There were some things defensively in the first half that myself and our defensive staff really weren't fired up about. Some runs that we're getting out, some coverage things, but we really came in at halftime, diagnosed what they were doing, made some adjustments, and held them to 3 in the second half. So our second half performance defensively is more indicative of the type of performance that we'd like to see. But there were certainly some game-altering plays by the defense in the first half.
Chase, so much of the talk in the preseason was about how many returning guys were coming back from last year's team, what they accomplished last year, and then the expectations for this year. What have you learned from those guys, and what have you picked up from them?
One thing I learned was, don't read your press clippings. Coach Moorhead talks about it a lot, and I understand why he talks about it a lot, because when you have all these people telling you you're going to be so successful, it's much easier said than done, and you really have to focus on the process to do it. You have to just take it practice by practice, play by play, game by game, and so on, and that's what I really learned.
Mike, you came in here after the first game against St. Francis, and you looked at that stat sheet, and you really weren't happy with yourself. What goes through your mind when you look down today and you see that you kind of broke your own record for passing up?
Well, the first thing I noticed was that interception.
Yeah.
But no, like you said, the first 2-3 weeks of the year didn't go well for me, and I really had to crack down on what I was doing in my preparation, and I think that myself and the rest of the offensive unit, especially the O-line and the wideouts, they've been playing really well for me, and having a guy like Chase in the backfield with how deadly he is running the football, I think that's really, really helped me out in the play-action pass game and opening some things up. So, numbers like this, they speak more, in my mind, they speak more to how the offensive line played and how the wide receivers played. So, it's a cool thing to have, but, it really comes down to them. Without them, I can't do any of it.
Mike, you've come in here a few times after games and gone to the stat sheet and looked to see kind of in, not surprise or amazement, but you've been pretty impressed with what Chase has been able to accomplish. Just talk about his contributions to the team.
Well, he's huge for me personally and for this offensive unit and for the team. The guys watch how hard he works in practice, and you can lead as a freshman, and I think Chase has proven that with his work ethic. But offensively, he's a big part of why we're doing what we're doing, because, like I said, he does so well in the run game that our offense is really designed to work in the play action pass game. So when you have a guy like him who's running for 100 yards a game, it really opens up the defense, because they're sucking down into the line of scrimmage. So it creates a lot of one-on-one matchups, and with the guys we have at wideout, that's usually a favorable matchup for us.
Coach, do you think one of the reasons that you've had such great success this year is if you hear how these two young men speak, they don't take their own success to their head, and their head doesn't grow, but their intelligence grows?
No, they're all, I think we've got good young men on this team who, they're great students, they're great athletes, and they're great people. And I think when you combine those three facets and the things that we ask them to do, on and off the field, it gives you an opportunity for success. And I think that Michael and Chase coming in here and praising their teammates, is really indicative of one of our philosophies as a team. Is we always say with team success comes individual recognition. So if you're not getting it done as a team and you're not putting the wins in the left-hand column, no one really cares what you're doing individually. So we don't care whether it's 2-0 win or a 56-55 win, or no matter how it happens, there's one stat that matters, and that's the wins and the losses. And I think our kids see that, our philosophy of being a team first, right, caring about each other as opposed to caring about ourselves, has really allowed us to achieve the success that we have.
Coach, do you have a preference, if that's the right word, with the bye week and when that comes? You guys are clicking now. Is it not a great time for it? Is it okay? It's just part of the season. How do you look at it?
Usually that's a product of scheduling, and it's really something that is kind of it occurs, and you really don't have much of a say about it. Last week we gave him the whole week off after the Yale game. Told him if we beat Yale, we'd take the whole week off. The year before that, it was a little bit more traditional, but I think it's coming at just about the right time. We're worn down physically. I don't want to say we're worn down mentally, but we've been challenged mentally, and we've really responded well over the past 5 weeks. So the kids need some time, a little bit, not much, a little bit of time away from us to regroup, to regather, to get healthy, number one, to get re-energized, so they'll have off. A couple of days next week, we'll have 2 full practices next week on Wednesday and Thursday. Then we'll have Friday, Saturday off. Then we'll come back Sunday and have our second practice for league high preparation. So it's a schedule that I've utilized. I should say I've utilized it. It's been utilized at the places I've been in the past, and it's one that's worked with pretty good effectiveness. But the 4-game stretch that we have coming down the pike here, I mean, it'll be the most important 4-game stretch that we played here. 4 league games, 4 one-game championships. Start with Lehigh. I think they'll get the rest, but when they understand we come back, it's go time.
Is that preparation that you talk about? Is that the biggest source of confidence that you have in this group going forward? Is there anything on the field during the game that you see as maybe needing to be improved, or is it just the fact that they get to work and they're doing what you're asking them to do?
You're talking about in the course of the game?
Yeah.
I think what you see on Saturday is it's manifested by what's happened during the week, and if these guys will tell you, I'm not making the 3 losses that we've had here in the past 2 years have been our 3-week worst practice. Now, having a great week of practice doesn't guarantee success. It guarantees you of earning the right to come out and play hard and execute the scheme. So we talk about 3 phases of victory: preparation, effort, execution. And if you don't have phase 1, 2 and 3 don't matter. If you have one, and then 2 and 3 give you the opportunity to be successful. And I think our kids truly believe that. And then there was a 1-week span where maybe we needed to learn the lesson, but I think we're definitely back on track in that regard.
Yep.
Good to go.
Great. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Thank you.